Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Capricorn for February of 2012. And this also applies if you have a Capricorn ascendant. So my Capricorns, this month Mars is retrograde all month until April of the 14th. Happens only once every 2 years and 2 months, and for you it's happening in your 9th house. Now, Mars retrograde slows the energy down, slows down so that you can really start to think about what you do when you take action. Mars tends to often have a knee-jerk reaction and rush into things without thinking. During the retrograde, you're able to think them through much better. Now, because this house rules anything connected with the law and legal situations, this is probably not the best time for pushing forward with a legal case. It is a wonderful time for researching it and getting information, but not the best time to move forward with it. Excuse me. Now, as well, it rules the house of travel. So again, a good time maybe for thinking about plans and plotting a course of action of where you'd like to go, but actually probably not pushing forward with it until after April the 14th. Likelihood is if you do push forward with these things before that, you'll just probably have frustrations. You'll end up feeling things are not moving forward, or there's just mishaps in that area. As well, it's about if you want to research anything connected with international business, international dealings. There could be some frustrations while Mars is retrograde, but it's a wonderful time to research it and look into it. It's also a very important time to look at your beliefs, what you believe in, what you think about, what causes you to act in a certain way. Where are your limiting beliefs? Maybe you've got limiting beliefs connected with money and finance. Maybe you're frightened in certain areas, and Mars involves facing your fears and not suppressing your anger, but being ready to act and not put up with certain situations in your life. But it could be your beliefs that are inhibiting you. And during that retrograde in your 9th house, this will be a wonderful time to reconsider those beliefs and start to try to change them if you need to, so that you can start to get more of what you want to draw to you in your life. A lot happening this month in your 2nd house of finance. We've got the Sun in that house, and it's conjunct Mercury in the first week of the month. So this is going to be a very good week for any kind of new ideas financially, for any kind of communications that you need to make with other companies or people or suppliers, anything connected with earning money and income, and also good for making financial plans for the future, for thinking about those plans. Also could be a restlessness to you in that first week, so just make sure if you can get out the office or have a stretch or just move around if necessary. The 2nd week of the month, we've got a lot happening in your 3rd house of learning. This is going to be a wonderful time for any kind of learning yourself, anything that is artistic and intuitive learning. It's a very good time for getting more in touch with your intuition and being ready to act on intuition rather than on the logical mind, because we've got Neptune there. And Neptune is conjunct Mercury in that 3rd house for you the 2nd week of the month. This would not be a good time for any kind of negotiations. It's also a possibility where somebody could cheat you or lie to you about a negotiation or a contract or an agreement. So steer clear of it for the 2nd week of that month, because Neptune, close to Mercury, does tend to fog things and cause people to miscommunicate. So you may think that you've been ultra clear, but the other person may not have really heard a word of what you've said. So save yourself the frustration. The 3rd week of the month, we've got the Sun conjunct Neptune. So this is going to be a nice time if you wanted to do something nice for somebody in your community, in your social circle, maybe for your neighbour or somebody who lives around you, just to do something nice for them. And it's also a great time for any kind of study of anything involving media, film, art, painting, music, all of those things. If you want to study that area, that's a wonderful time to do it. The last couple of weeks of the month, we've got Venus and Uranus making their way into your 4th house. Uranus, of course, already there, but Venus there, meaning something nice happening in the home. maybe a family member doing something nice for you, you doing something nice for somebody else, but just something, maybe a present being bought for you by a family member, but just out of the blue, something nice happening with that Venus aspect there to help it along. So there you have it. I wish you a great month, and I thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.